everybody. I thought that I would do an update, and since it's been a while since I've done this, and I'm going to try to be brief, but you know me. I'm just now leaving the doctor's office. Been having back pain for a few days now, and I figured that it was just my back hurting from all of us basically dogpiling on the couch downstairs in the basement when we all had that severe weather a few days ago. But last night I couldn't get comfortable and I couldn't focus on the work I needed to do, and that's when I realized that my pain was radiating from my back down to my pelvis. I call it a chasing pain, and that is how kidney pain is for me. And that's when I realized, oh no, this is kidney. That was at 3 in the morning, of course. Always happens overnight. I ended up getting online and making an appointment with the doctor. The earliest I could get in was 1 p.m. I woke up James and I told him what was going on. It's the last week of school, so he cannot take time off, you know. And I let him know that, hey, we might need to try to figure something else out if the pain gets too bad and I have to go to the emergency room. I didn't want to go to the emergency room though. I don't want to pay $150 copay. Good God. That just gets so expensive. Luckily though, I was able to fall asleep. I woke up at about 11 and the pain did not get to where I needed to go to the emergency room, thank God. But I did go to the doctor, and I do have another kidney infection, and they're guessing that I might have another kidney stone, but we're not sure, because I didn't do a CT or anything, but there was blood in my urine. So we did find out, I don't know if you're up to date with things on Facebook or on CaringBridge, we did find out what we believe the cause of these kidney problems is, and it's most likely endometriosis. When I had my hysterectomy 3 years ago, endometriosis was outside of my uterus. Was on my bowels, and some was on my bladder, but the doctor didn't think, you know, without your ovaries, without your uterus, without your, you know, your estrogen making factory, my doctor felt that it would go away. I cannot do hormone replacement because my body and estrogen, we don't mix. I had essentially a precancerous lump removed from my breasts in 2022, and had I not had my hysterectomy and had I had my body producing a lot of estrogen, that would have been full-blown cancer, 80% full-blown cancer. But my body takes estrogen and turns it into foreign cells, so I could not do hormone replacement to get treat the endometriosis. It's like a damned if you do, damned if you don't type thing there. But endometriosis does make its own estrogen, and it made enough estrogen having its own cells in there outside my uterus that it has just completely taken over my urinary tract. It's on my kidneys, it's on my uterus, or my ureters, and ureters, the tube that connects your kidney to your bladder. So it's everywhere, and this is causing, get off my ass, I'm driving, so you know, this is what's causing all the pain. Speed up when you're not, they finally went around this is what's causing all the pain. All this endometriosis and tissues on my kidneys and on my ureter is keeping my kidney from being able to drain properly. That makes it to where, like, urine will stay in my kidney. It will cause infections. It's just not good. And that's why I've been having all these issues for the last couple of years. So yeah, it sucks. My next steps are surgery. But the big issue is I have one kidney. Most people have two, but I only have one kidney. And we're trying to find a doctor that is confident that they can remove this endometriosis off of my kidney and ureter without damaging my kidney and my ureter. The ureter is the big thing. They don't want to... and so far we can't find a doctor, with two kidneys. It's not ideal, but you got your insurance policy with your other kidney. I don't have my insurance policy anymore. So it's really difficult. I'm so tired of being in pain. This has caused some permanent damage to my kidney, and it's just really scary. It really is. And so yeah. That's the news with me. It's, I'm trying to stay positive. Other news, some more positive news is that Brandon was finally decanned. So, woohoo. He is trach free. No tubes, no ventilator. He had his G tube removed when he had his tonsils out a few months ago. So that's awesome. Thrilled to have him medical intervention free. Bree has her sleep study on Thursday. Tomorrow. Oh my God. Oh, I hope you're figuring it out as I am. But yeah, and we'll find out if she can be trach free, or we'll see how it goes. Bree's lungs and airway has always been more touchy for her, because she was born at 27 weeks, but she was a twin. Her and Anya, she kind of shared, so they were smaller when they were born, and her lungs just never got the oxygen, because she's been on a ventilator her whole entire life, up until recently when we started stretching her airway and opening up her airway and doing balloon dilation. So, cautiously optimistic about Breeze. We'll see what happens. Man, I'm flying. I gotta slow down. But Brandon, his trach site looks great. It doesn't look like he's gonna need it surgically closed. Healing up fine, which is just fantastic. So yeah, I was a little bummed that we had to do the sleep study with Brandon. I know some people were a little confused by why I was so upset by that. They made us stay overnight, which is, a hospital bill, of course, to make sure that all went fine when his trach was removed. But the thing is, that was what the sleep study was for. So it really was unnecessary. I know some people, their arguments are, well, they wanted to make sure everything was okay. But again, that was what the sleep study was for. So it's just frustrating because, we're not rolling around in money, unfortunately. We're both teachers. He teaches at a private school and I'm kind of adjunct, so, yeah, we're when an overnight hospital stay isn't necessary, it's frustrating. I would never do anything to put Brandon or Bree at risk. So, yeah, if I'm complaining about it, just know that it truly was not necessary. So yeah, but I mean, it's all said, it's all done, it's all over. His stoma looks great. Doesn't look like it's going to need surgically closed, which that's awesome. Yeah. So this is the last week of school. Graduation is coming up. Bree's got her sleep study. Some exciting things coming up. I did take medical leave, so I'm off for a while. I'm still going to be doing the puppet shows with my job, but I'm not going to be going into the office for a while. That just got to be too much for me. Yeah, I can't really think of what all else I need to say. And I'm almost where I need to go, so, yeah, but, we're doing okay. JD is doing pretty well, so yeah, there's positives and the negatives, and I'm a pessimist, so I focus on the negative, and, yeah, Bree continues to do just so well in physical therapy. Brandon's doing great. JD's doing pretty well. I mean, he starts up the 5-day consecutive chemo on June 1st, on Saturday, so June 1st. He's doing pretty good. He doesn't like that, but the chemo, but he says it's a breeze compared to the other chemo, and I'm just doing my best here. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm almost where I need to go, and I'm starting to get, yeah. If you're listening, thank you for listening. If you read the Caring Bridge and everything, thank you for doing that. Caring for our family. It truly means the world to know that people really actually care. You know. And, oh gosh, my eyes. And, no, I'm going the wrong way. So yeah, but, yeah, thank you for everything. Yeah. Okay. Video's over. Like I said, I'm driving and I'm not paying any attention to what's on the camera. So, you can end the video now because I'll end it here when I get up to the parking lot where I'm going. So yeah.
That thing isn't a cookie. That thing looks like a spaceship. It's from the cookie. Alec Burleson takes down low, ball 1. That's Crumble with no E. Okay. You're good. Well, it looks good. Snickerdoodle. Some of those oats. Snickerdoodle with caramel drizzle. That's exactly what it was, isn't it? No notes are there. 1-0 on Burleson. Montas delivers. fouled away. Over by the Reds dugout. We got 2 boxes up there. There's 2 boxes of cookies in here, but they're not all the same. There's like 12 different cookies up there. Are there more of those ones? That I don't know. Okay. You have to be play by play. I know. Some of us are working. Oh, there's a reading. Ball 1 strike on Burleson, and it's way in off the plate of that cutter. 2 balls and a strike. How does that? Frankie's got to figure out a way to ring it back in real quick. Runner at first, nobody out. 2 balls, a strike on Burleson. One toss, pauses. From the belt, the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him to go after the high fastball there. 2-2.
What's the score?
A double play ball would be quite beneficial at this point. Goldschmidt's at first base. He walked to start the inning. Ground ball pulled just foul outside of first base.
Whoopsie.
That would have been problematic. That would have been fair. Fortunately, 2-2 on Burleson. One toss, gets the sign. He's ready at the belt, and the 2-2 pitch. This ball is ripped on a line to right field. Sinking, Fraley comes in and he makes a fine sliding catch. Oh, we saw Lars Nootbaar with a nice sliding catch and a line drive off the bat of Luke Maley, and Jake Fraley returns the favor. That's 2 line drives off the bat of Alec Burleson. He's nothing to show for it. Tanner, big guy. That's a pretty good swing. He had an 11-game hitting streak that he was riding going into last night's game. They went 0 for 5. Now he's 0 for 2 so far today, despite hitting the ball hard a couple of times. Here's Nolan Gorman with 1 on and 1 out. The pitch to Gorman. And he rips a line drive down the right field line. That's a fair ball and into the corner. All right. Chase it down as Fraley. There.
Oh, I was still recording. Oopsie.